Okay, Christine, I will monitor, and if anyone else joins, I'll admit them.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the CIPO Annual General Meeting. My name is Christine Duncan. I'm the chair of CIPO's Board of Directors. I'm joining you from St. Thomas, Ontario, which is traditional lands of the Chippewa people. I encourage you to take a moment to acknowledge the people of your traditional territory where you're located right now today. It's been an interesting year for everyone, I'm sure. But fortunately, we're still here and we're doing all right. And I think as we catch up on 2019, as we're going to today, we can look to the future in a positive light. With that said, we can go to the agenda. Whitney? Okay, so we have a quorum. How many attendees are on call?
There's 9 people on the call.
9 people on the call. And all the directors are here?
All of the directors are here.
Okay. And so how many attendees altogether? 9?
9. So the 4 directors and 5 attendees.
Okay. So, do we have quorum?
Yes, you have quorum.
We do have quorum. All right. Before we carry on any further, is there any other business that we can cover today, or that anybody wants to propose? No? No? Okay. So we need to approve the agenda. Everyone should have a copy of their agenda. We have it up here. So we need to approve today's agenda.
I propose.
I second.
Thank you. Okay.
Point of order, all in favor? We have to vote on that motion.
Okay. Can we vote on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I'm sorry, how many votes did we have?
Well, you just needed Lee and Martine and Alex.
Okay, and
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I only heard Lee.
So I'm in favor
Yep,
of the motion to approve the agenda.
Yep, I'm good. I'm good to go. Just while I'm on the call, I'm just making notes and minutes as well, Christine.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
And Martine?
Yes, of course. If you don't hear from us, it means that we're fine.
Okay, I will let it go at that. That's wonderful. Okay. All right. So, Has everyone read the minutes from the last AGM? We need to approve those minutes. Anyone who was here?
I propose the minutes from the 2019 AGM.
I will second that.
All right, thank you. Do we need to vote on that?
Yep.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. And that passes. Okay, Whitney.
Yeah, so I get to do I'm excited to talk about the highlights of 2019 and our activities and achievements of last year. This was quite tough because a year ago seems really far away. It seems like a long time ago. And thinking about 2019, I had to go through a lot of emails and look at last year's programs and talk to our team and what we were doing. So obviously 2019, we were in person. There wasn't a pandemic. Things seemed normal. And yeah, as I said, it seems like a long time ago. So just kind of sum up a few of the things that we did in 2019. We created a patient wallet card. We established 2 chapter steering committees, one in Ontario and one in Alberta. We hosted 3 patient events in different provinces. We presented on behalf of primary immunodeficiency patients at 4 conferences, the Senate, and at different committees. So one of the committees was in the Senate, one was at Canadian Blood Services, and one was at the legislature in Alberta, which we went back to in 2020. And we started patient groups, support groups, which were then called patient meetups in 5 new cities across Canada. So we were a bit busy. And this is just kind of an overview, and then we're going to delve a little deeper into our different categories and what we did now. So as far as support goes and our support services, we continued with our peer support program, and we kind of tried to see how we could make this work a little better and a little deeper, and we continued with that in 2020, how we could reinvigorate this program a bit, but it was continued in 2019. Our support groups, as I said, we established them in different cities, some more successful than others. And then we had to kind of relook at how we could change those up a bit. I know BC was really successful. They had 4 going, and they were just stomping on through, and Calgary and Edmonton were going as well. But then other cities kind of struggled. Ottawa was having, I think Christina's on the call, she just we didn't know how to get people out. In Toronto, we didn't even know how to establish one. So some cities and some groups had more successful time than others. Our patient assistance program was continuing and ongoing, and was very successful. And then we were extremely successful with our ER initiative program, where we established a patient wallet card, and that continues to this day. In 2020, we're going into 2021, looking at how to do a QR code and a downloadable patient wallet card, so that you don't have to actually carry one around. And we're still working with the nurses, emergency nurses union group on that one. And then in advocacy, we were extremely busy. As everyone knows, in 2019, we had our first immunoglobulin shortage across Canada with SCIG, with sub-Q, and we were extremely active with that. And we helped establish the immunoglobulin working group, where we partnered with other patient organizations affected, as well as clinical partners and physicians working with immunoglobulin across Canada. We are still chairing that group. It's still ongoing, not the SCIG shortage, but immunoglobulin issues and access across Canada. So we're still working with that. But we did, out of that shortage, we did write a report about the SCIG shortage, which we sent to our industry partners, CBS, government, policymakers. And coming out of that, it was our advocacy efforts were successful. There is now an interim IG plan in place, which we did have input on. So that was, we were quite happy there. We've identified issues with such as paid plasma, which CIPO has always been very vocal on. And we worked there within the Senate, as I already said, and in Alberta as well, which that ban has just been repealed 2 weeks ago, which we're very excited about. And we're going to move forward into Ontario in 2021. Access to treatment has always been an issue that we've cared a lot about at CIPO, and we will continue to work on that. Throughout the whole process, we've really worked with the membership and had feedback, and with our focus groups and our steering committees. And I think it's been a key for us. Education-wise, in 2019, we held events in 3 cities. The last one, I feel so long ago now, it was at the end of November in Winnipeg, celebrating 10 years of SCIG, and we had like 6 speakers. It was really successful, and a big cake. So it feels weird, but it sounds like it was a nice way to end our in-person events with a giant cake over a year ago. We have our quarterly newsletter, which has now turned into a monthly newsletter, thanks to the direction from the board. The first monthly newsletter comes out December 1st. But we've been having our quarterly newsletter through 2019. We gave monthly updates to our membership through the shortage of 2019. And we held our first social media campaign to raise awareness about immune deficiency with our Life of Pi campaign through World PI Week. So we did try some different things through our education, and that will continue, and you'll see that through 2020 and 2021 as well. So here are just a few things. You can see our Life of Pi campaign in the corner. There's one of our volunteers in Ontario, Tanya, and then there's a picture of us at a conference we spoke at in Europe with some of the other conference attendees. There's Christine, our chair, in the corner at a CBS board meeting presenting, and I don't know where I'm presenting there, but I'm obviously presenting at a conference. But yeah, it was a great year for us in 2019, and I think 2020 has given us a curveball, but it's made us kind of, as an organization, sit back and kind of have to reinvent and reimagine and redesign our programs. And I think when you hear from us this time next year, you'll see that we're focusing a lot more on the social and support aspect and emotional aspect of PI, and how can we really support our patients. Are there any questions about our work in 2019 and our programs? Oh, I got a thumbs up from Martine. Thanks, Martine.
Good job.
Thanks, Lee. Okay, so that's it for that part. I think I'm delving into the financials next, if that's okay, Christine.